Welcome back to the live replay, everyone. Today is April 27th, and we are going to continue working on Ashley's bullet journal today. Let me just get everything set up over here. Have a sip of tea. If you're just catching the replay and you'd like to join us live, I am live Monday to Thursdays over on TikTok, and I do have the link down in the description of this replay video so you can find us there. Let's go ahead and do a quick flip through of this journal while we wait for some more of our friends to show up. Hey Lauren, welcome here. Hey Shirley, how are you guys doing? February. Oh, nice. Notification actually worked today. That's rare. Thanks, Lauren. Were you? Oh no, I guess you weren't here on Thursday, hey, because that was evening for me, so it would have been middle of the night for you. Ashley, Sherry, welcome here, you guys. April. Yes, I've been doing pretty well. The weather's been good. We didn't go out this morning, probably should have, but we'll go out later. Hey, Lisa. Thanks for the likes, you guys. I appreciate you boosting the live like that. Okay, so we're on September right now. So far, this is what we've done. Title page, memories, and then calendar. So we have kind of gone in a couple directions already. We've got the gingham. We've been using this little leafy border as well. Books, coffee. So it's fall, but it's kind of like, you know, we haven't chosen like one steady direction to go in the whole time. Our next page that we have to work on is the trackers page. I'm just going to take a sip of tea. And then I'll start doing the spacing for that. If you guys have any suggestions for the trackers pages, just let me know. I'm trying to think if I should just do everything normal to start. Probably should. How was everyone's weekend? We had a pretty chill weekend. We had been in BC for almost a week visiting family, so we really just laid low on the weekend. My husband and I have a Switch game that we're working on right now, so we did that a little bit in the evenings when the boys were in bed. Took the boys to play place. Yeah, very low key. The weekend was too short. Yeah, totally agree. Oh, nice, Sherry. Oh, hey, Stephanie. Perfect timing. All right, any thoughts for these pages? So it needs to say habit tracker up here, savings tracker up here, and then we'll draw the savings tracker. And we do need a few like doodles or something to kind of fill the space as well. So let me know if you have some ideas for that. Katie, we kind of go through phases. We got back into Stardew Valley for about a month. I mean, we only play it on the weekend, 1 or 2 evenings, so it's not like we play it a lot, but oh, it's the Nintendo Switch, Shirley. Yeah, we got a Switch with our like Visa rewards points one year. That was like the reward that we could get, and it's been awesome. We use it, yeah, like just on the weekend evenings kind of, because I'm always working weekday evenings. But yeah, we got back into Stardew Valley for a little while, and then my sister-in-law introduced us to a game. It's called Sunderfolk. It's like kind of a little bit board game-ish, but on the Nintendo Switch. And we do love board games, but we never feel like we have time to like sit down and play a long board game. So to have one that like goes in phases and it's on the Switch instead works better for us. So we can just kind of play for 30 minutes, an hour here and there on the weekend. And it's been lots of fun. Okay, trackers page, savings tracker. Let's see here. I'm doing well, Anne. We need to decide how we want to write our headings. Bringing back how you did the cover page. What do you mean by that, Sherry? Like I didn't think the gingham background would work well for the trackers page. I guess we could have if we had done it different. Hey, Christine. Yes, we're back. Okay. Let's see here. I'm just trying to think of if we should use, so if we should bring back the gingham in some capacity, I would like draw squares around this, you know? Draw squares around these and have the gingham in the background, or just do a big heading and then sprinkle in some fall doodles. No problem, Ashley. I haven't even processed my own ideas yet. Let me think here. What else can we do? Let's look at some other months for inspiration. Okay, here, yeah, we just kind of had title and doodles across the top. Pretty standard, we can do that. Again, title and doodles on the top, and then this one was different because we had the themed doodles for the tracker. Here we had big titles with doodles sprinkled around the page. Another classic option. This one we had to change the format to fit behind the Dutch door, so not a whole lot of doodles going on there. Here again, title with doodles sprinkled all over the page. June, title across the top. So yeah, those are kind of our most common options, is just kind of to take the matching font and then either sprinkle doodles all over the page or spread doodles just kind of across the top. Let's see. Hey, Nicole. And, oh yeah, for August, we made them look kind of like Post-its. We could do like a band of gingham across the top. And then paste the headings on top. And then just do our savings tracker afterwards. Not totally sure if we would change anything about our savings tracker. Hey, Nicole. Yes, we are just getting started. Okay, I kind of think the band of gingham idea would be cute too. And then we can just paste habit tracker and savings tracker on top. And then kind of feel like changing something about our savings tracker to make it fill the rest of the page, you know? Like we could do like kind of a line for each day. Yeah, if we did a line for each day, or like rectangular boxes, 30 of them instead of calendar style, then it could fill the whole bottom part of the page. I just feel like it would look maybe a little silly if we had band across the whole top, and then this one kind of also had to have another sort of band along the bottom, you know what I mean? So we gotta change something about the savings tracker to make it fill the whole bottom of the page. But for now, let's start with our gingham print across the top here. Hey Janice, I have been doing well. Yeah, we were on holidays all last week, so I still feel it was basically last week holidays, and then I was back working for like 2 days and then weekend, so haven't really gotten back. Oh, I need to switch my hand to the other side. Haven't really gotten back into the normal swing of things yet. Hey, Bree. Yes, it was awesome, Janice. Yep, lots of time with family, beautiful sights to see. The boys did amazing with all the travel and everything. It went very well. Oh, yikes, Ashley, no kidding. Did she have to have it removed? Oh man, how's she doing? Yes, they loved the plane ride. They've been building planes all the time now with their like magnetiles and blocks and everything. That's always the project, building a plane. Okay, habit tracker, savings tracker. So far, we have only used calligraphies. I'm wondering about bringing in stamps for, oh, we just used them, mind you, in August. I feel like they would pair so nicely with this theme to stamp like tracker. You know, then I could just do habit and stamp tracker underneath. What do we think? Doing lots of resting. Yeah, that's good. Well, whether we bring it in or not, I'm going to start writing habit. Oh, hey Jess, it has been a while. How are you doing? Okay, so do I bring in the stamps or do I do a different, just like smaller font underneath these? Need my fine liner. Work's been busy. Okay. I've been doing well. Yeah, we just got back from a little family holiday. We've got a baby coming in summer. So lots of like, it's an exciting season for sure, but I've been doing well. Other than this cough that just will not leave me alone. To darken up the bottom half. Okay, so people are saying mostly smaller font. Oh no, it's a split. I'll just do a smaller font. It's quicker than pulling out the stamps, and we just used the stamps last month. So I'm just gonna do like a very small, all caps, sans serif font underneath. And then we've got to cut these out and do some white gel pen, paste them on, and then figure out how we want to arrange our savings tracker. So maybe you guys can do a little bit of brainstorming while I cut these. Normally what we've been doing for a savings tracker is just kind of like a mini calendar where she's going to write in her savings amount each day. But I would like to format it differently, some sort of way so that it fills this whole bottom space. Because I feel like with such a prominent band at the top, it would look silly if we just had like this much filled and then what, like another band? I don't know. So we need to fill all of this space. So how are we going to do that? We basically need a spot for each day where she can write in her savings for the day. What do you mean by in books? Like a stack of 30 books? And then each day she writes the money in? So we just barely have 30 lines. Like 30 lines would fill us from top to bottom. So if we did just like one stack, they would be very thin books. You wouldn't even be able to tell what they were. We could do like floating shelves with books, possibly. Yeah, or some sort of 2-column situation where instead of just having one line for each day, you get 2. So we would have to do 15 somethings on each side, or like 3 columns of 10 even. Just like, you know, maybe a full fill box and then a gap and then a full fill box, something like that. Okay, savings tracker will go up there. Okay, so lots of people seem to want to see the books thing. I am not opposed. I just don't know if that's it's not the first thing that comes to my mind with this page. Just because, like, it would be a very doodle-ish looking thing where we've got already a very prominent heading and then not doodly trackers, you know? So my instinct would be to mirror the sort of style of this onto here because of how prominent this top part is. I'm not opposed to doing the bookshelf. If that's what you want to see, I'll do it. That's just not what comes to my mind when I look at the composition of the page so far. It doesn't mean it's wrong, just I wouldn't have thought of it. But if Ashley likes it and if that's what you guys want, then we can totally do 30 books. I'll do floating shelves. That is no problem. Okay. Habit tracker, savings tracker. Let's glue those on. I don't really want to do a month grid though. Like, oh, like that, like books all around. Let me think. Okay, I love how the cutout looks on the gingham. That was definitely the right move here for the top. Yeah, Ashley, if you have any feedback, now's the time to pipe up. Sounds like everyone still wants to see the book thing. At least that's what it seems like. And we can totally do it. If we do books, do I color them in or black outline them for her to color? when she fills in the amount. What do we think? Oh yes, thank you. To Be Golden has been backing me up with the whole columns thing. Oh, the theme for the month, honestly, it's kind of vague. It's fall. Oh, this white gel pen is running out. I started a new one. This is what we did for the title page, and then we did bring in some of the fall doodles that she mentioned later on. So mostly it's just been fancy lettering, gingham, and then some like cozy doodles so far is what we have been scattering around. I'm going to start myself off with a lozenge here to hopefully save you guys some coughing. Save me the coughing, save you guys the grating on your ears. There won't be room to do doodles on them and write the savings amount. So it's kind of either colored or outlined. Those are kind of the two options for the books from my perspective anyways. Okay, so we're going to do 3 floating shelves then, and we'll average 10 books per shelf because we've got, oh boy, now is not the time for new ideas. Unless, okay, yeah, just when you say use the ivy vine again, I don't actually know what you mean by that. What do you mean by that? Okay, I know. So long story short, nobody wants to do a just sort of simple tracker thing like me. We're just gonna bring in new ideas. So in that case, I'm just gonna stick. No, I know, Casey, but we're trying to make a savings tracker. I'm not looking for a border. I just don't know how you would use it as a savings tracker. That's what I'm wondering. That is what I'm wondering. Let's just do our floating shelves idea because, yeah, I'm gonna do them a little bit mismatched. One over there, one over there, one over here. Okay. And then outlined books or colored books. We haven't really been using much black outline, so I'm kind of leaning toward, actually, let's just do them outlined because if I do them colored but don't doodle on the spines, then they just look like blobs, you know? But I can't doodle on the spines because she needs to write the amount on the spines. So we will do outlined. I'm just going to outline the shelves first. All right, so 30 books. We want to average 10 per shelf. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Let's do some slanted ones. 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, and then maybe let's stack 2 over here and put a plant on top. I'll just do a little succulent sort of plant. Okay, so we did get 10 on that one. Thank you, Shelby. Glad you like it. Could have used your help like 3 minutes ago. Just kidding. I'm fine with with the idea that we came up with. Okay, so we've got 5. No worries. What have you been up to today? Okay, so I put 11 on this shelf, so we have a little bit more wiggle room to do another other doodle on this shelf, either a different plant or like a globe, coffee cup. Coffee cup would fit with the theme. Globe is just one doodle that I often do on bookshelves when we need something. So let's put something on top of here. Coffee cup, okay. How many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's all that we need. So we've got more room over here. Let's do a coffee cup. Or we could do the coffee cup over here and then something smaller over there. Let's do that. Make our coffee cup a little bit taller than that space that I left. Okay. What sort of doodle shall we put on top of there? Oh no, Shelby. Let me think. I mean, I might just do the globe or picture frame kind of thing over there then. Or another plant. You know what? Can't go wrong with another plant. Let's do a little bit more of a like viney plant. So we'll have some coming down. Yes, Natalia, this is a custom journal order that we're working on for Ashley. And this one's for 2027. We have done every single page together on the live stream. Started with January and now we are in September. So she chose all the different themes that we've been doing, the different layouts that she needs for her planning preferences, and then we put it together every day on the live stream. So yeah, that is what we're working on. For September, we're doing a bit of a fall theme. Oh, nice, Natalia. What's your theme for the month? So we've got a gingham title page with our stacked calligraphy, some little doodles on the memories page. The other monthly pages that she wants are a calendar and habit tracker and savings tracker. So that's what we've done so far in September. And let's see, what weekly spread came after that one? April, May. Oh, so we're back to January's weekly spread. So I'm gonna get started with the spacing. Get started with the spacing. She's just gonna write the total that she saved into each book. That was the thought. Oh, Gail, you won the giveaway from Coco and Lynn. That's awesome. What did you get? Like, did you get a... Because they do their B grades, they turn them into giveaways, right? Oh, fun. Okay, wait, how many weeks do I need to do for this month? In August, we went up to the 29th. So we're gonna have 5, I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. So this is spread number 3, I believe. Number 4. And then number 5, if I counted right, but we'll check on the way back. Okay, and then for spacing vertically, I think. Okay, so I did 6, 6.5. 6, 6.5, 13 is where I need to draw my marks. Okay, so 0, 6, or sorry, yeah, 0, 6.5, 13. That's where the boxes start. 0, 6.5, 13. Carmen, you know what? One of the first videos that I ever posted was about lettering. I have never done an updated version though. So, I mean, my strategy, I feel like, has mostly stayed the same, but I've definitely improved a lot since then. But I think lots of the things that I say in that video would probably still be relevant to lettering, like how I currently do my lettering. Hey, Dolly. Okay, let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam, perfect. I did 5. And this is the weekly spread where I have messed up the boxes a couple of times. What color should we make our boxes? Let me show you what we've done so far for this. This is the weekly layout that we're using. So in May, we did a black outline and then colored in the top part of the box. The other time we used it was January. So we chose our darkest color, but still a color, not black, and did the outline and then used marker to write in the dates. So black outline, colored outline. If we did colored, I'm thinking we'd probably do the orange since that's what we've kind of used as our outlining color when we need one. Yeah. Basically black or orange, I feel like, is the question. Or we could go with like the light brown. Like this one that we used for the gingham. Any thoughts? To do the outline of our daily boxes. Orange, orange, orange. Okay, enough people said orange right away that I'm just gonna do orange. Now this is the weekly spread where I sometimes start accidentally drawing extra boxes on. Oh, Ashley said brown. Okay, we'll do the light brown. I accidentally start drawing extra boxes on this side of the page to match this. So that's what I'm gonna try not to do this time. So let's see if I can do it. And actually, I think I want to do my horizontal lines first. Okay, and then on this page, I don't want, where am I going to? Okay, I think I got that one right. Perfect. feel like I've been drawing lines forever. I wanted to make sure I hadn't accidentally done a 6th weekly, but I didn't. No need to be alarmed. Sorry, I'm getting to the point where I just need to crunch this lozenge. Oh, the order goal. Yeah, right. I honestly forgot about that because I haven't done it since my trip. But I can get one up. I don't even know what to aim for this week though. Maybe like 12? It's so unpredictable. Some weeks we just go off and get, you know, 20 orders. Some weeks we get 5. You never really know. Okay, how do we want to do the dates? I should have asked you guys that while I was drawing a million lines. So far what we've done for this month, we wrote the dates in a color and then stamped the day. That was one thing that we've done with this same weekly spread. Another thing that we've done with this weekly spread was color in the top and then just use black to do the date and the day. We could do something like this where we like write the number large in the bottom corner or the top corner and then stamp on top of it. What else could we do? We could do like a circle, like a dot with the date and then write the date beside. All right, so options kind of are small colored number and then the day. Oh, large number? Okay. Large number, all the same color, or should we alternate? I think gingham at the top of each might be a bit too much. Like in order for it to even take on the gingham pattern well, it would just fill so much of the box, you know what I mean? Then she'd be left with like this much to write about her day. Okay, only blue, only orange, or cycle through. Or only brown, I guess. We could bring back this darker brown that we used here. Trying to think about what else we would do on this page. Cycle, you decide. Because we are going to have a section available at the bottom for doodles, and then we'll have notes and a title up here. So we can do SEP in orange up at the top here. I feel like if we were going to do all one color, I would choose the blue, I think. Or brown. This is hard. I mean, we can do a poll. See you, Laura. You know what? Why don't we just do a poll? We haven't done any polls today. Sorry, you guys, I'm feeling indecisive, which isn't really new. All right, 1 minute, 4 options. Okay, so option 1. Okay, what we're doing is like a big number. That's the color we're choosing right now, and then we're gonna stamp the date or the day. So for the big numbers, which are gonna go 1 in each of these boxes for the dates, do we want only blue? That's option 1. Only brown, only orange, or cycle through our colors. So option 1, 2, 3, or option 4 is to cycle through. Only blue, option 1, only brown, option 2, only orange, option 3, cycle through all 4 is option 4. I could swatch them. We already swatched them when we chose, like they're all already in this theme, you know? I feel like I don't need to swatch them again because we've seen them all. Only blue, only orange, only brown, or cycle through all of them, which would include the green. The poll is up there if you want to vote. Okay, option 4 by a landslide. Let's do that then. I'm just wondering, sorry, should I remove like orange and assume that we'll use it for our big SEP lettering up here, or September, whatever we decide to do? Or should I just keep them all? That's my question. Okay, so we are starting on the 30th of August, right? We decided to include the 30th and 31st. Yeah, because we ended on Sunday the 29th. Take out the orange, take out the orange. Okay, perfect. Sounds good. Orange is out. So we're starting on the 30th of August. I believe we've been going top to bottom for these. Just let me double check it. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, we've been going top to bottom. And we're starting on the 30th. So let's do that. 30th, 31st, 1st. The thing I don't like about doing 3 colors is that if we cycle, then the next one lines up right beside this one, you know? So I don't think I'll exactly cycle. I'm just gonna go, okay, so 30th, 31st, 1st, 2nd, let's put the next blue down here. 3rd, and then 4th. Yeah, because blue should be the one that we use 1 extra time. And then 5th. Let's check our calendar, make sure we're still on track. Yes, 6th is the next Monday. So 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and then 11. Jenny, it's the 31st from August, and then 12. I know, guys. We ended on August the 29th, so we're going to include 30th and 31st in September because we never leave, you know, don't want a whole page for just 2 days of the week. So we just have to choose a month to put it in. We decided to put it in September. Where am I? 12, 13. $14, $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, $20, $21, $22, $23, $24, $25, $26, $29, $30, and then we're into October. So 1, 2, and 3 from October will be included in this month. Lovely. Quick sip of tea. Casey, so far today we did the trackers page, and then we've just been working on the spacing setup here for the weekly spreads. We got 28, and then we'll do the 3rd. And then this one, yeah, this was from August. So there is a 31 here. And then a 5 here. Thank you guys. This is not at all how I actually write my numbers when I'm just writing numbers. This is just a show, just a facade. 2. Because, Katie, we're cycling through 3 colors, so it would land up being blue, brown, green, blue, side by side, and I don't want that. I didn't feel like having that, so I put them here, because blue should be the one that gets a second one, but I never wanted it to be side by side. It doesn't actually matter. I just like it better when they're not, you know, all lined up. The green is beautiful, hey? It's just from the Crayola Super Tips pack of 100, which if your box comes in the same order as mine, this is number 63. Oh, puzzle piece. I'm glad I looked up at just the right time. No, there are just 3 colors for the dates that we're doing. And then 30. Perfect. Those 3 colors together, I just love. Beautiful color palette. Let's stamp our dates, or days, sorry. Emma, I go live Monday to Thursday. I usually alternate. So Monday and Wednesday, I'll go live at this time slot when my boys are napping. And then Tuesday, Thursday, I usually go live in my like evening time slot after they're in bed. That's my usual schedule, but it can be flexible sometimes if I switch like an afternoon for an evening here and there. Oh, nice, Katie. Which set did you end up getting? The weeks or the months? All of the above? Ashley, we didn't really decide anything yet. I should be asking that question right now, though, so that I can have you guys brainstorm while I do this. So let me show you what we need to fill. We want doodles down in the bottom corner, title, and notes box. Those are kind of the gaps that we have to fill. So we could do SEP up here. And then notes. If we do that, then we would use the orange for that because we took orange out of our rotation for the daily numbers. We could bring back the stacked calligraphy and kind of fill this whole side with doodles and then put the notes box down here instead. That would be another option. But yeah, our kind of basic option is to do title up here, which would likely be big calligraphy, SEP for September, notes box here, and then some kind of doodles here. But I'd love to hear if you guys have any ideas for, yeah, you can let me know the color and the font of the title, the position of the title, the layout of the notes box. The more descriptive you can be, the easier it is for me to understand what you actually mean. Thank you for the follow, Linda. Ooh. I need a guard here. Oof, yeah. This is getting a little thick on this side. That was hard to stamp. The theme is just fall. We've kind of gone a few directions with that already. Gingham, books, coffee, and leaves are kind of the elements that we've done so far. But yeah, I should show you more like what we've already done so that you know what some doodle options are. So the gingham has been prominent. This sort of vine border we've used a couple times, and then books and coffee have also been used as doodles. So gingham, vine, books, coffee, those have all been used already. We could bring some of those back in. That one just didn't. It didn't transfer well, but I don't want to overlap it with another layer of stamp because it never lines up perfectly. That's okay. I'll just fill that in. Use the green vine to outline something. Yeah, we could certainly bring that back in. We haven't used it in a spread or two. Nanny, I'm not going to change the theme. We've already got our theme picked out. Greenhouse sounds adorable, but it's not part of the theme. It's not fall, and it's not something we've already done. Very cute, but not how we're rolling. Alrighty. Days are stamped. So we could do, yeah, SEP up in the top left with a notes box below it. Yeah, so far the doodles that we've done that could fill this space nicely would be like a floating bookshelf or something. So we could do that. We could do, yeah, so just short form title up here, notes box, and then like a floating floating bookshelf down there with like a coffee cup on it or whatever, a plant, something like that. Or we could do stacked calligraphy September, kind of fill this side here, and then put like a leafy border notes box down here or something, and then have this be kind of like our featured doodle. Sorry, you guys, this cough is driving me nuts. What else could we do? Big sep, leafy vine border, Carson's idea. Just trying to think. Yeah, if we want to use our big September as like a filler for that whole side. I feel like that's the first thing to decide, because then we can choose like, you know, what kind of border we want down here, if we want the leafy vine thing brought back. Or do we just want to do SEP up here and then not do the full, you know, the full word? So we could stack September or we could flip it on its side and write September long form. With either of those, then we would do our doodle, or sorry, our notes box over here. Big September, big September, big September stacked. September long form, okay. Stacked or sideways? What do we think? So stacked, meaning like this, filling here, or flip it sideways and then write September. Stacked, sideways, sideways. Sideways, sideways, sideways. Okay, lots of people saying sideways. Oh, guys, sorry, this cough is just brutal. Oh no, Ashley, the lettering is my favorite part. The more space on a page I can fill with lettering, the better for me. I know, Tilo, it's getting excessive. Okay. So I feel like sideways would fill the whole space pretty nicely. Stacked, because I would need to make it narrower than this to fit in the margin, I would also make it a bit shorter. So then we would have kind of a little bit of like awkward space maybe above and below. So I think I'll do sideways for this month. And then we've got a nice space over here for our notes box. So let's do... You know what, Christy, for the lettering, it doesn't work for nearly every month, but because September has 9 letters, I just kind of line it up. 3 letters line up with this box, 3 letters line up with this box, 3 letters with that box. And I don't always think like that, but that worked well in this case because, yeah, a longer word like this is a bit harder to eyeball. So if you can kind of divide it into chunks and then find something on the page that kind of matches the size of chunks that you're looking for. You can still just like eyeball it, you don't need to sketch it out, but it at least gives you kind of a guideline for, oh, if I overshoot that box, I should make my next section a little tighter, you know? All right, I gotta let that sit for a little second here before I press right down on it. Thanks, you guys. I'm glad you like it. I love doing doodles, but if I had to choose only one to do for the rest of my life, it would absolutely be lettering. I would much rather fill a huge chunk of the page with letters than doodles. Thanks for the likes, you guys. Sorry, I just want that to dry a little bit before I like press down on it over here. I usually don't have a huge problem with that with these markers, but they are water-based. And I did do a couple of coats, so. Welcome here. We've got a good crowd today. Thank you guys so much for coming. If you guys are new to my lives, would you drop an emoji in the chat to say hi? My name is Rylee, and we are working on a custom journal order for Ashley. So Ashley ordered a 12-month hand-drawn journal for 2027. So we started in January, and we have been working on it together usually 4 days a week on TikTok Live, doing every single page together. And we're going to go all the way until December in this journal. So that's what we're working on. Alex, Clover, welcome here, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. No, it doesn't bleed through at all, even when you've got the multiple layers. But sometimes if I flip the page too fast and press, then it kind of, you know, the ink transfers from here onto the other page. But the paper is nice and thick. You don't really need to worry about bleeding unless you're using alcohol markers. Alcohol markers are a big no-no for bullet journals. Oh yes, and the next custom bullet journal slot, one more before baby comes. That's all I have time for. It will be opening next week. So tomorrow in my Instagram stories, I plan to do the whole announcement with the exact date and time. So if you're interested in grabbing the next journal, you'll want to check my Instagram tomorrow and just over the next few days. It won't actually open until next week, so no need to panic. It's just tomorrow is when the details of that will be released. Patty, I don't actually know anyone else doing custom bullet journals currently. I know some people who used to. I'm sure there still are people who do, but they're not coming across my feed these days. So I feel like I'm the only one. But no, I'm sure there are other people doing it, but it can't be that saturated. Like if anyone would get recommendations for that kind of content, it should be me, because that's, you know, my page is full of stationery and bullet journaling content, so I feel like it can't be that saturated. I mean, myself alone, I can only take one order every like 4 to 6 weeks because I only work on it during my live streams when my kids are sleeping. And so I know I have a lot more interest than what I'm able to fill. But obviously it would depend on if people are able to find you. I feel like that's kind of the biggest thing. Like maybe there are other people doing it, but people can't find them. I don't know. But if you're doing custom journals, you should let me know. And I can pass your profile on, because I get so many requests for custom journals. But I mean, this year I'll probably only take, what have we done so far? Christine, Ashley, that's all we've done this year. And then one more before baby, and then maybe one after baby. I thought I'd be able to take more this year, but it's been going kind of slow. I've had more holidays than usual. And then, yeah, I'll be doing a bit of a mat leave. So if there are people who do custom bullet journals, and if you have like kind of a portfolio or a profile that showcases that, you can definitely feel free to pass your information along to me. For when I do get requests, then I can, you know, just tell people, well, if you like this style, you can ask this person, because I don't take as many requests as I used to. I used to do like the custom bullet journal thing was my full-time thing. So then I would do 1 to 2 12-month journals per week. I was just cruising. That was during COVID when I had nothing better to do. But now I do 1 every 6 weeks. So I can't take on as many orders as I used to. There is one girl, I don't know if she does them often, but I have passed quite a few people on to her. What's her name? I know her name is Rachel, but I can't remember her username, her handle on Instagram. But she's like the only person I know that I've ever like referred people to when I'm too busy, because I don't know anyone else who does it. The person who inspired me to get started in it was Claudia Joseph, but she doesn't do it anymore. Her journals were beautiful. I loved her work. But yeah, Rachel. Oh, I can't remember her username. I definitely follow her on Instagram though, so if you were interested, I could share that with you. But yeah. If there were other people doing custom journals, I am definitely not opposed to passing along that information. I'm not trying to gatekeep the whole custom bullet journal market here. Yes, Remarkably Rach. Yes, Remarkably Rachel, Remarkably Rach, something like that. Yes, her page is gorgeous. I know it's not her full-time thing, so I don't know how many she takes on, but I have passed, I think, at least a handful of my customers have actually bought from her because I didn't have the time to do one for them. Yes, Remarkably Rach. And her style, I would say, is quite different from mine because she uses a lot of stickers. She's still, like, she does some doodles on her own, and her lettering is stunning. I love her calligraphy. I love her bouncy fonts, but she does use a lot more stickers than I do, and she has, like, a printer. So she loves to do, like, collage-y things, especially, I think for herself, she does, like, K-pop journals and, like, lots of Taylor Swift collage-y themes, which I love the look of. It's just never been my style to actually like do it. So she's definitely got a different vibe, but I have passed a fair amount of people on to her who are looking for custom bullet journals. That's sweet, Brianna. Yeah, I used to do a custom bullet journal for my sister, sister-in-law, and mom for Christmas every year. But this year, I was like, nope. I gave them each one of my pre-made journals and personalized it and stuff, but did not have time for a custom journal for each of them this time. That is a very cute idea, Brianna. I've done a couple greenhouse themes myself. They always turn out cute. The stamps are linked in my bio. If you just go to my link tree, it's the very top one. It says Rylee Autumn Stamp Collection, and it will take you to Contact Crafts. And I got a better link, you guys. So now it actually goes right to the Rylee Autumn Stamp Collection, not just to their homepage. But yeah, and then there's days of the week, months of the year, abbreviated months of the year, other journal headings that you may need, like habit tracker, notes, to do, all kinds of things. And then there are also some doodle sets as well. Oh, Katie, you know what? I should reach back out to them because I designed more sets than what they launched back in the fall. And I'm not sure when they were actually going to release kind of the other batch of stamps that I designed. I don't think I've done abbreviated days of the week. Well, actually, I thought I did that a long time ago, but they're not on the site. So either I didn't or I did and they don't sell them anymore. But then for the next batch, I did do stacked calligraphy months of the year. But I think those ones have been a little bit more difficult for them to figure out just with how, because they make all their stamps in-house. They do like 3D printing. and the sizing, like the dimensions for those don't really work well with the system that they have going or something like that, which is really too bad because I feel like the stacked calligraphy ones would be a favorite. I would love those. Because what I was so excited about is that, yeah, you would have like stacked calligraphy, but on a stamp. So then you could just like color in like a gradient of colors, you know, like you could fade like pink, purple, blue, green, like just color with water-based marker onto the stamp and then stamp it on. And it would, you know, like it would be an actual ombre gradient instead of just like kind of darkening the bottom. I feel like that would be so fun. But I know that that set has been a bit tougher for them to pull off just as far as their setup there goes. So I'm not sure when we'll see that one launch, but there are a few other sets that they have but haven't launched yet. All right, last one to add the little black outline. And then we'll add the gray highlight and the white gel pen and the notes box. And I'm thinking for the notes box, maybe the vine, and then either stamping in notes with the matching heading stamp or using like this letter or color, this letter, that one right there for notes. Is everyone all set up for May in their journal? I know I've seen a few of yours. Yamil's is currently shared to my story. Thanks so much for tagging me in that, Yamil. And Shelby, I know, is done. There's a handful, yeah? I just posted my plan with me for that on Saturday. But I love, oh, I haven't done the weekly spreads. I'm gonna do those kind of as they come, but I love the May monthly spreads, but the weekly spreads are going to take some time because they have a lot of, I'll show you guys what I did. So yeah, I love how like the color palette and everything came out for this month. But it's definitely a lot to color. Like I pretty much covered the whole page in ink, often multiple layers, like white gel pen on top or darkening up the color or whatever. And then I colored this while we were on holidays. And then this is on my to-do list for, I think, tomorrow or Wednesday. I want to color these. But so yeah, these weeklies will definitely take a bit of time out of your day. So sorry about that, but I love how this theme turned out. I wasn't expecting this to be one of my favorite ones. And I've liked all of them, you know? I feel like every month it's been my new favorite, but this one is definitely my new favorite right now. All right, let's add our light gray. Thank you for the likes. I see a spot that I forgot. There. Oh, yes, Ashley. I can do that. I was also thinking maybe we should do your like charms and cover design this week. Seeing as we are kind of nearing the end, we've still got, I mean, I'm guessing we'll finish September today. We're very close. And then we've got October, November, December, and weeklies. So we're not like right at the end, but we're getting close. So we could do your charms and cover designs, and then yeah, I'll let you know what you chose for yearly spreads. I think you've got 6 pages available for yearly spreads because you did an extra monthly spread every month. It's funny, I forgot the same stroke on this page. Quick sip of matcha. Nanny, I believe that Coco and Lynn sell like a bullet pad, like for just like a desk pad where you can rip sheets off. Which yeah, would be normal bullet journal paper. I'm quite sure that it's the exact same size, like A5. I've never used it myself. I've only seen them share it in their stories and stuff. So I have not tested it, but I'm quite sure that it is something that they offer. Alrighty. Well, we have got our lettering done. Let's try a leafy border, and then any thoughts on the heading? We could do this same color and font, Or we could do the stamp in black, which would match how the days of the week are stamped on. For now, though, I'm just gonna start by drawing our vine border. Same as memories, same as memories. Okay, I'm seeing mostly that, so I think I'll do that then. And it is notes, right? It's been so long since I did a weekly spread in here. Yes, notes. Okay, and then should I do it the same on every page? Leafy border for the notes box, or do we want to incorporate, kind of alternate? Leafy border and then one other doodle. Leafy border, you know, because we haven't really done any other doodles on the weekly spreads. It's just been the big lettering. So if we want to bring in another one of our more distinctly like fall related doodles, I'm not opposed. I love how this little border looks, but we don't need to do it on every page. Well, we would need it to be a notes box, so we wouldn't really have much room for like big doodles. It would more be like just like some coffee doodles in the corners or something, you know, and then highlighted lines, something like that. It would still be mostly notes box, not just like a one big concentrated doodle, but there would be room for some small doodled elements. Okay, so it sounds like we're alternating. What do we alternate with? Just, yeah, we could do just some small coffee doodles. I'm trying to think if there's any good way to bring back in the gingham. Yeah, it's just, this isn't a very tall section, you know, so it would be a bit, yeah, I can show you what we've done so far in this month. It's not a very tall section, so like to get the full taste of the gingham, we would need to take up quite a bit of space. But yeah, so far the elements that we've used mostly, we've got this gingham, we've got these leafy sort of vine borders, coffee, and books. Those are kind of the key elements that we've been working with for her fall September theme. Oh, Ashley said coffee and books. Thank you. I did not even see that. Then that is what we'll do. Just trying to think here. Could just write notes and then have some coffee doodles and book doodles in the corner, and then maybe do some highlighted lines or something. Or oh, coffee on one and books on the other. Oh, thank you. Let me just scroll back. Coffee on one, books on the other, and then use lines. Okay. Yes, we can do that. Totally. I'm just gonna write notes to match the other pages. I'm pretty sure we did highlighted lines on the calendar. I think we used tan, like a light, yeah, instead of light gray. So I'll use that same color. And then maybe let's do a little floating bookshelf situation over here, just a small one. I feel like I'm hearing feet up there, but it's not wake up time yet. My mom is over. She's just working from here today. So she must have heard them up and let them get up a little bit early. I'm going to outline that, but let me just do the other page first. And maybe on this page, we'll put the doodle over in this corner. I'm gonna add a little bit of white gel pen to that one yet. Okay, a little bit of white gel pen over here. Okay, and then I want to add our calendar page needs an outline on those books. Now that we outlined the whole bookshelf on the other page. We weren't sure about committing to the outline when we drew that, but now we have committed. So we're gonna outline those. I just don't wanna squash this white gel pen. That's why I'm letting this kind of air out a little bit. And then we will outline those pages or those elements. I might just add some more lines here as well. And maybe a couple like coffee beans. I haven't seen Christine in a while. Hey, Ashley. And I feel like she would reply, so she must have stepped out. Oh yes, I will do a flip through. Oh, there you are, Christine. Ashley's looking for you. Okay. A little bit of white gel pen. Okay. Let's do a flip through. I'm just gonna let this white gel pen sit for a second while I pull up Ashley's order form to double check what yearly spreads you requested. I wrote it down somewhere too, but I can't remember where actually. Oh, on my iPad. It's on my iPad. Okay. For your yearly spreads. Oh, that's funny. Can you steal some October ideas? For your yearly spreads, you've got 6 pages. Let me just double count. So this one isn't a double. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so 6 pages, and then this one would be like your title page here. And then if you want a name page, it would go on here. So 6 practical pages. And what you have written down on here is a 1-page year at a glance. So kind of all 12 calendars on 1 page, a 4-page future log, and 1 page for goals. That's what you requested on your order form. We can totally change that. I don't mind at all, but that's what you've got written down. Let's do a quick flip through here. January, we've got a very blue, cozy, wintry theme. February, we did a Valentine's theme, and the layout that we chose from Pinterest was this sort of stamp layout, which this is definitely one of my favorite months. Love the colors, love the stamp element. For March, we have a St. Patrick's Day theme. And I'm so glad we added this fun lettering. It wasn't really part of like the initial inspiration, but I feel like it fits so nicely with this theme. April was birthday month, so we have a very girly pink gingham, cherries, bows, hearts, just some fun elements mixed together. I love the lettering for this month with the little bows and hearts like on the letters. A fun touch. May is this floral theme, which seems to be a favorite for lots of you guys. This one, probably more than any other, was very closely inspired or directly inspired by just a picture that Ashley had pinned. I'm not even sure who did it originally. But we changed up the flower types a little bit and the colors. And yeah, then we've got June, which is our racing month. So we did a lot of checker print, which Ashley feels bad for, but I really enjoyed doing the checker print. It did take a long time, but it's just relaxing, you know, compared to like always having to think about what your next stroke is going to be. You can just, it's predictable, you know? July, we have a 4th of July carnival theme. So we've got, again, title page, memories page, 2-page calendar with a spot for notes, habit tracker, and savings tracker. So Ashley chose everything about the journal, the themes, the different types of pages. And so you'll notice Ashley has 6 monthly pages every month. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whereas Christine had 4 monthly pages every month. That's the previous journal we did. So that's the reason why Ashley has 6 yearly spreads and Christine had, I think, 24. So it just kind of depends. Yeah, it's up to you if you order a custom how you want to disperse the 192 pages. August, we had a back to school theme. So we did this little pegboard for the title and then lots of school supplies. Fair food. Were any of you guys here for the Disney desserts theme? Because I loved that theme. Never been to Disney, don't really care about Disney that much, but Disney desserts was a very cute theme combination. Yes, Katie, the pre-made journals have 224 pages. So they've got almost 30 yearly spreads, including 8 blanks, 6 monthly pages. And then this journal, most months have 4 weekly spreads, but 8 pages. Whereas in the pre-made journal, every month has 5. It was similar to the Valentine's desserts, but I personally liked the Disney desserts one a little better. We had like Disney shaped cotton candy, Disney donuts, Disney cookies. It was very cute. That was in Janelle's journal, which I think she's already used that one because I think that was her second half of 2026 journal actually. And that is where we are so far. We've got 3 months left to do. So tomorrow when we are back on the live stream together, we're gonna start October. And the prompt for October, let me just double check. I know it's Halloween, but I'm trying to remember if you specified colors and doodles and stuff as well. Okay, so here's the prompt. And of course, Ashley, you're welcome to change anything about this. Halloween, ghost, pumpkins, boo, witch hat, broom, etc. And then the colors were black, purple, orange, white. So that's kind of what we need to have on our minds for tomorrow's theme that we'll be doing. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, this week, Ashley, I would love to do your charms any day of the week, and also your cover design. I would love to get that locked in so that I can cut it on Thursday when I cut all of my gold foil. So we'll try to do those things for your journal as well. But yeah, Halloween theme coming up tomorrow. Oh yes, Ivy's, I'm pretty sure that was Ivy's journal that had the ghosts with the, like the picture frames, mirrors, that kind of stuff. That was very cute. Oh, the books on the memories page. Yes, I was gonna do that, but then I decided to let this white gel pen sit, and then I started doing a flip through and I completely forgot about it. Let's outline those. Alrighty. Sorry, I have not been seeing all of the comments. So if you asked a question that I did not answer, feel free to ask it again. And I'll try to pay closer attention. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. Like I said, I will be live tomorrow, and tomorrow's live will be in my evening time slot. That's the plan anyways. Thank you for the follow. So whatever time it is for you right now, about 4 hours later than this is when I usually have my boys in bed and start my evening lives. So that's when I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is also the day when I'm going to be announcing the next custom bullet journal slot. So most of you guys already know I take one custom bullet journal order every month and a half. And I'm due with the baby early in the summer, so this will be my last one for the foreseeable future. And I know people are gonna ask, like, when will I do the next one after baby? I have no idea. It completely depends on the baby. I might not do any the rest of this year. It totally depends on how things go with baby. I'm not even gonna pretend to know that answer. So this is the last one guaranteed for 2026. Hopefully we'll be able to do more customs later in the year, but I just don't know. So if you're interested in that custom bullet journal slot, the announcement for that will be going up tomorrow, which is going to tell you the date, the time, how to order, all that kind of stuff. So definitely stay tuned to my Instagram stories tomorrow and throughout the next kind of week or so as I share more details about that. And yeah, that's also, Instagram is also where I let you guys know when we're going to be live and what we're going to be doing. So I'd love to have you join us there. Oh no, Rachel, I'm not doing an update to the pre-made journal. What I have in stock right now is all that I'm going to have for the rest of 2026 at least. I don't know about 2027. But I am working with Coco and Lynn. Oh yes, yeah, if you want specifically my art style, my journals, yeah, you can definitely grab another one. I still have a couple hundred in stock. It's not like they're running super low, but for next year, I will not be selling one myself, but I did have a hand in producing Coco and Lynn's journal. So you can check out theirs when it launches later this year. That won't be till like October or November. Jennifer, I don't actually know the exact number. I'm going to guess maybe 300-ish. So I feel like that's still lots. That's plenty for the rest of the year. But anyways, yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow in the evening live slot. If you would like to watch the replay of today's live or any other live, you can find that on my YouTube channel, which is just Rylee Autumn. So thank you guys so much for joining. Have a great Monday evening, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow to work on October in